The Windrush Generation were young pioneers from the Caribbean islands who were invited to England from 1948 to 1971 in response to a call for workers to help rebuild Britain after World War II. They were recruited to fill labour shortages in various industries such as transportation, healthcare and manufacturing. Over 500,000 individuals embraced the opportunity and migrated to the UK with aspirations of achieving economic empowerment, accessing educational opportunities, and implementing a 5-year plan to return home. The name Windrush comes from the HMT Empire Windrush, a significant ship that brought Caribbean migrants to England on the 22nd of June 1948 and is often viewed as the starting point of the large-scale migration from the Caribbean to Britain. Here are the experiences of 3 such people who came to London and started their own businesses.
My name is Norris Raymond. I came to this country 24th of August 1955 and I was 19 years old and I came from Grenada, West Indies. And coming to this country by ship, it took us 31 days.
My name is Byron Alexander Carlos. Monero is my title. I came to England in 1961 from St. Lucia.
My name is Alice Brookes, formerly Bramble. I came to London 1961, summertime, from the Caribbean, the island of Montserrat. A little tiny island. If you look on the map, you could hardly see it. It's a dot.
Well, my plans was to find a job in tailoring and work here for about 2 years and go back to the West Indies. Apparently, it did not work out because after 2 years, I get to like the country a bit as well. And I decided to stop a bit longer and I'm still here.
When I came to England, I hope to be able to look after my father and my mother and help my families.
My hopes and dreams were to better myself, to be able to send for my daughter and to feed my mother and help her with my sisters and brothers. And that's what I did.
Well, the jobs I had in London, I didn't think there was this type of jobs for me. Because when I went to the labor exchange, they sent me to work in the street, to concrete the street. And I refused that job. I went back the next day and they sent me to work on the railway. I worked there for a week because it was very cold and that's not what I wanted to do. So I left and I went to Hampstead and I done a bit of carpentry at Golders Green, making frame for houses to send to the Canvey Island. I worked there for a few months and then I left. And then I saw an advert in the newspapers that they're looking for a tailor and I applied for it. And when I went, they said, we're only doing leather at the minute. Could you help us for a month? And then we would start doing tailoring, cloth. I said, okay. So because I was skillful and I liked the machine, I stayed there and I ended up managing the place as a first-class manager for them.
My parents got the money for me to come to England by borrowing money on the land from the government. My dad was a stonemason and he also a jack of all trade, master of none.
My mom was a dressmaker and she influenced me quite a lot because she had young girls from the neighbors and from the other different villages. They used to come in and she used to teach them how to make dresses and how to cut and machine. And I picked it up from my mom because I wanted to make trousers for myself and for my friends, and shirts and caps. Because it was a hot country, we wear a lot of caps there, to keep our head covered. I was influenced, and I think I should make a couple of trousers for the neighbors. So I cut the bed sheet up, and I think I made about 3-4 trousers for the neighbors. So one day my mom saw these children wearing the trousers. So she said to me, "Norris, this trousers John is wearing, it look like my bed sheet." I said, "I don't know." She did not believe me.
Because of the partner money, all of us West Indian were able to send for our children that we left behind, or supporting our mom and dad, or sending as well for our sisters or brothers, or even friend for that matter. Because if some friend are better than a sister or brother, you're closer to them. So with that partner hand, you can help them to come.
I do owe all of this to my parents, my mom especially, because I think that had it not been for my mom, I would not be in the position I am in my profession. Because she first started teaching me how to make trousers, jackets, caps and shirts.
When I came to London, I leave my daughter behind with my mother. It was heart-wrenching, but there was no choice. If you want to improve yourself, make something of your life and your daughter, England was open. I got the opportunity and I came. And I thank God I did. My daughter's name is Judith Claudina Alberta, better known as Claudette. I left her home with my mother, Esther Amelia Bramble. She was, I think, about 3-something years old when I came.
When I left school, I was 14 to 15 years old. I didn't have much education at all. I had to write a letter, how to write a letter, and a dictionary and a Bible to read, so I can read, I can write. And also I tried to go to free school here, free different school in this country.
I was sent to Malta once a month to teach the Maltese how to make and cut garments. When I'm back in London, the company used to send me to Liverpool to teach the people in Liverpool again how to make garments. Traveling first class on the plane, first class on the train. When the chap in front of me left, his name is Mr. Marder, he left, they gave me his job. I said to the boss, "Can I have a car?" And they said, "No, we're giving you 10 pounds for petrol for your car. That is enough for you." I said, 10 pounds is enough for me to put petrol, but I said, the chap in front of me, I took his job, now I was more qualified, I should have a car. They said, "No, we're not going to give you a car." So I left the job. And I started my own business in 1984.
When I came to this country, the first job they offered me, it was to clean toilets, public toilet. And the whole place was blocked, the sink, everything was in trouble. So, you want to know what I tell the man? I say to him, "That job, I am very good in doing it, and don't give it to anybody, because I'm coming tomorrow morning for it." And he believed me I was coming back, but I never go back to him.
My job was waiting for me in London. Yes, a friend had a job for me, because a friend look for job for friends. Well, this lady was the niece of my uncle's wife. And where she works, in Holloway, Archway, Elthorne Road, she had a job waiting for me at a bulb factory. We were packing electric bulbs.
I went to evening classes for 9 years as a tailor and cutter, and I have got 2 first-class diplomas.
Oh, when I go to Nigeria, I definitely find myself. And I decide, I use my brain. I'm somebody, people will think I got education. It's only me, and I don't hide it. And I'm proud of not having education.
I educated myself in England by going to night school. I went to Laycock's school and I did copy typing. And when I finished that, my friend, somebody from Montserrat that we grew up with, they're already working in office. And she said to me, Alice, you could come and get a job in the office. And I said, no, I don't want a job in the office. She said, why? I said, let me tell you why. Because I'm not ashamed. I said, I am a terrible speller. And she said to me, she said, let me tell you about the English. They can't spell. Let me tell you what they do. She said they have a dictionary in their desk, or they ask you to spell your name. I said, but I wasn't brought up that way. No. So I said, no, that's not for me.
Well, to open my first business, it was the bank manager, was the friend of my sister. And then he introduced me to the bank, a bank manager. And the bank manager helped me to tell me he's going to help me.
Because he liked your sister.
Because he liked my sister.
After I passed my test, I want to buy a car because my friends, they have car in Montserrat and I'm in England. And I said, no. Anyway, save up what I can manage. Went to Stamford Hill. They had the car showroom there. They still have it there. And I saw what I liked. And I made an appointment to go and see the bank manager, Westminster Bank, Finsbury Park. I went in and he said to me, good morning or good afternoon, whatever the time was. What can I do for you? And I said to him, I would like to buy a car and I would like a loan. And he said to me, how much? And I said, £5,000. And he sat down and he looked at me and he said, to my face, he said, I'm so sorry, but we do not lend money to black people. That's what he assumed, a black like me. But he said, they lend to Indians. My heart dropped because I know I had the confidence that I would pay him back the money. And he turned me down.
Because you were black?
I
Yes.
have an appointment, and I went Selfridges, Phoenix, and John Lewis. I went to them with my design, and I went and I showed my collections, and they give me hundreds of coats, which I've made all through the summer and deliver them just before winter.
My first bakery was in Glen Road, Clapton. In 1987, I opened my second bakery in Dalston Junction, the Rainbow Bakery, and it's still there.
You pay your rent, the food come last. That is the system. It has to go that way because it is very important. If you want to achieve and to help anybody, the partner is what is going to do that. Your rent have to be paid because you can't live on the street. The food come last. Because you know why the food come last? You could go by a friend, and if you're hungry, they'll give you food. But your rent, who is going to pay your rent? Who is going to throw your partner? That's a responsibility of yourself to do. And that is how it works. Yes. That throwing a partner here in England is one of the greatest experiences of my life. Yes, because you not only make friends for life, but you achieve helping different families. People associate with you that wouldn't want to know you, but because of the hear the good you are doing, everybody wants to know you. Yes, yes, yes. For me, I made good. Absolutely. From throwing my partner.
Well, I did have a relationship with Salvador, and they came to me and asked me if I would manufacture garments for them, for special customers, actors, actresses, footballers, and I said yes. They read about me on the whatever they heard about me. They came to me and I make the garments. They give me the label. I put it in and they picked it up and they took it back to the customer, not knowing that I've made them. Came to me and I've made garments for Tom Jones, the Spice Girl, Victoria Beckham, her mother, David Beckham, John Motson, the footballer, all the sheepskin. I've made them all. They came from me, but they went to Savile Row, get the order there. Savile Row comes to me and I made it and put Savile Row label on it. When Melby met Mandela and I look at the picture and I realized that I made her outfit. And I was very pleased. And the Savile Row, the person that come to me from Savile Row, his name is William Hunt. And I made all the garments for William Hunt in Savile Row.
I married my wife because I want to marry an educated woman. So to help my children, I get the best one when I get it. She was from Uganda. Name was Maria.
Well, a partner, especially for us Caribbean people, is the only way that we can help each other if we want to achieve buying our own home, because we were knockabout from pillar to post. Because practically, if you have a child or children, you look on a house and there is a room or a flat. But because you have children or a child, they're not going to rent to you. That was the system. So what we did as Caribbean people, we all get together and start throwing a partner. So a group of us will get together, and if it's £2 a week, everybody, you got 10 people, £2 a week, everybody, each. And we decided that this week is yours, next week is yours, the other week is so-and-so, because everybody's name is down. One like you have a clipboard then. Everybody's name is there. Dated. When you come and you pick up your money from the partner holder, remember, you must always give the partner holder something.
Yes, I do pass my skills on to a lot of students from St. Martin's College. And at the moment, I've got about 4 students which I'm teaching and making the collection for them for the exam.
When I started my business, from 1 to 7 o'clock in the morning to bake my bread, and I have to start delivering my goods. I have about 25 shops in Hackney and Leighton and Islington around. That was the start of it. 7 days a week.
Sometimes I have like 20 hands of people that bring their money every Friday or Saturday. Latest Sunday, must not be later than Sunday. Every week, somebody of that group get a hand. say it could be 200, 300 pounds, whatever. The total amount is picked up. But they have certain people that not desperate for the money. So they will say, Alice, hold on to the money until we are ready. Holding on to the money, I cannot leave the money in the house because it's dangerous. So my brassiere, that is my bank. I tie it in a kerchief and put it in my brassiere. I'm going to work, I have the money in my brassiere. I come from work, the money is in my brassiere. Yes. And we continually do that until we all achieve what we want to achieve.
My son Julius Monero run the bakery. He learned from me how to run a business, and he's even better than me now.
Well, the advice I would give to a 19-year-old young Norris Raymond that come to this country, I think you should have some discipline, you should have respect, study hard, and don't have too many parties.
If anybody was to approach me and said to me, Alice, I'm thinking of holding a partner, I would say, think carefully. And the reason I will give them is, now it's not like when we were throwing a partner. We take it seriously. Now you got fly by night. They want quick money. They're glad to take the partner hand and they disappear. Or if they don't disappear, they can't throw it back because they might not, this week or next week, they might not turn up for their job. They can't throw the partner back. And you, the partner holder, you're in trouble because you're responsible. You can't go to the police, that's for one thing. You can't. So I would advise against it. Don't do it.
Somebody want to start a business, they have to have confidence on themselves.
Did you have confidence?
I had confidence, and I had confidence in God.
My advice to the young Alice Brooks is, girl, go for it. Go for it and educate yourself. Because most of us coming from the Caribbean, our age, our education was substandard. Substandard. But here in England, one of the greatest places where you can achieve if you're ambitious by educating yourself, going to night school, go on to college. You can achieve so much if you want to. And I thank God I did.